of the 7-day strike notice. All right, now that future of transportation is changing pretty fast. Now the world is about to usher in flying taxis within our major cities. Now, courtesy of growth within the electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft sector, popularly known as eVTOL, KTN's Noakip Kemboi had a conversation with Ignacio Rexchach, who is the Chief Commercial Officer for Chang, a company that has made the first certified eVTOL aircraft. Let's take a look.
Hi, I am Nacho Rexchach. I'm Chief Commercial Officer for Europe and Latin America at EHang. EHang is the world leader in urban air mobility technology. And here at this exhibition in Barcelona, we are showcasing an EH216 unmanned eVTOL, electrical, vertical, takeoff and landing aircraft with our partner Etisalat. Basically, what we are witnessing here is the first certified eVTOL aircraft that is capable of transporting passengers without a pilot on board. It is operated remotely through a command and control software and connected with that software through a 4G or 5G data link provided by world-class connectivity suppliers such as Etisalat or Telefonica, which are partners of our company. We are, through this technology, basically revolutionizing the way people move and we transport goods as well. And we are using it to establish a new mean of mobility known as urban air mobility.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me about the specs of this bird. How far can it go?
Basically, it can fly up to 30 kilometers. Up to today, based on the state of the art of the batteries. As this evolves, the autonomy of the platform will increase significantly. It can fly up to 130 kilometers per hour and transport 250 kilos, whether 2 people and a small hand luggage or just cargo.
Where do you see the immediate spaces of adoption to this? I know I come from Africa, so I don't know how this will fit into our context moving forward, but the immediate areas of adoption, where will this be?
Well, basically, as I mentioned, this has been conceived to improve people's lives in terms of mobility, to democratize air mobility and make it accessible for everybody. However, when it comes to unfolding this new mean of transportation, it will be unfolded in a sequential manner. First routes we foresee are in remote areas where there are lack of infrastructures, okay? Then from airport all the way up to suburbs or city centers to save time, and also establish what we call intermodal transportation from conventional aviation all the way to electric eVTOL mobility. And then last but not least, we foresee also mobility within the city, which is expected to come in third place after those other 2 verticals of mobility.
Talk to me about the cost and also is it projected to go down, and what are the factors that will lead to using this as a mode of mobility in terms of cost?
The UAM industry basically has been conceived, as I mentioned, to democratize air transportation. So all of the technology has been conceived obviously to be safe to start with, but also to be affordable and accessible to everybody. So we are looking at very smart, intelligent solutions that are very effective, and therefore their cost, both in terms of acquisition and of operation and support, are very, very reduced. So in practice, this new mean of mobility can compete with ground transportation such as Uber. So basically, we are aiming at providing transportation services which are in the same range in terms of US dollars per passenger and mile as an Uber or a ground taxi.
Lastly, I'm just imagining the thought, if somebody wants to acquire something like this, because right now it's company based, so you're offering these services. As a company, is it something that you're thinking about selling some of these parts, and what is the cost implication of that?
Yeah. Well, basically, we have already sold several units to different customers around the world. These customers are usually operators coming from traditional aviation, regional helicopter transportation, that really want to step into this urban air mobility with efficient, safe, and sustainable aviation, or this new mean of air mobility. Now, we are partnering with them in many different countries, ranging from China, obviously, where Ethan is from, but also Indonesia, UAE, Brazil, Mexico, Spain, Sweden, Israel, to basically set up what we call the entire UAM ecosystem, comprising not only the platform and the operation, but also everything related to the regulation, the coordination with air traffic management, conventional aviation, airport operators, and obviously business models and applications. And that is what we are doing now with the units that we are selling to our partners.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, where is Africa in this whole equation? We are the youngest continent, the biggest market. In terms of purchase power, it's still quite low, but I mean, we are embracing mobility, the Ubers, the Bolts of this world. Where is Africa in your plans in rolling this out?
Well, obviously, Africa plays a very important role for this new mean of mobility. It's a continent like, for instance, South America, that lacks infrastructure, ground infrastructure, and therefore this new mean of mobility can be really efficient and convenient, both for medical delivery services, emergency response, tourism, sightseeing, or commuting, say from a resort all the way to an airport, or the airport to the city center. So Africa is definitely of interest to our company. We are looking currently for local partners with whom to develop this ecosystem. So here, if there is any interested party to set up this new mean of mobility in Africa, don't hesitate to reach out. We would be more than pleased to collaborate together in that purpose.
The future of air mobility is changing. And now we are moving to unmanned, drone-like way of moving. And such companies are innovating heavy, and Africa being the youngest continent, then there is a huge potential market rise right there. So sooner or later, Ubers, taxis, all ride-hailing companies will have to take their game higher and adopt air sustainable mobility. Look at the boy, KTN News, Barcelona, Spain.
Right, Noah, thank you so much.